What is going on, guys? It is time to go over the patch notes and adding boss rush, a new banner, and some packages. All right, let's get to the stuff we really need to talk about. The dev note. This is the really big. This is going to really decide if I feel like if people actually want to come back to the game. Now, first thing I see here is it's been 9 months since the official launch of Knights Chronicles. So in 3 months, but you know, it's nice when they give you a time frame. It will be a year. We've been playing this game for a year. Obviously, if you kept up with it, I obviously have been. I at least come on, do my dailies, do a dungeon if I want to, and that's about it. I don't really strive for arena. Hasn't really been an incentive to do so, besides just get more crystals. So it's interesting to see what they want and what they think we want and stuff like that. So of course this is going to be part of the Knights Chronicle Content Creator program because I want to discuss what I think about it. Now, I'll tell you that there are really no negatives in what I've read. It's mostly positive, but there are concerns that I do have, of course. What is me without concerns? So yeah. So the development team is always grateful for the people that have played. We are striving to provide more fun and satisfaction through better content development. I really wish I was just on the dev team. Just really do. Alright, so blah 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 blah, right? So new growth system awakening. So pretty much this is going to be another evolution of character. They're going to be starting off with Damien and Ashley, the leaders of the White Knights and the leader of the Dark Knights, which I honestly don't even know what they really do in the story. I've lost track of the story and it's hard to get back involved into the story, because I feel like when you do like the epic quests and stuff, you want that as a result. Like you just want the stuff. You're not really caring about the character too much. I guess that's how I usually feel. I'm like, oh yeah, like I can learn about Theo, I can learn about these characters, but I just don't care at the moment. It's like I said, it's been 9 months. Like good luck trying to get me back into a story. So I don't know what they do. Maybe this awakening system, but what they're saying here is that where are we? Is that the hero awakening will be through the dungeon system pretty much. So it's going to be like another essence that drops. And it's pretty much saying only from Annihilation, which is a four-star Advent dungeon. So like you have to be able to do a really good one. But they also claim that you can get it from the arena shop, which is also pretty good. So at least there's options. If you're playing arena a lot, then you're good. At least there's a couple more options. If you're playing arena, you're gonna be fine, and if you're doing dungeons, you can be fine. If you're doing both, you'll be better. So yeah, it's interesting to see how that's gonna play out. We obviously don't know what that means. Like hero stats will increase until level 5. There's 6 awakening tiers. The 6th level is the best. You know, we have to see it. There's no real description, and they're just letting us know it's going to exist. So we'll have to see how that plays out. New content: Knights training to replace Mission Diary. Now the Mission Diary is something currently in the game, and it's pretty much just you know, it was pretty much something that you would do daily, as it's saying here, as you guys can read it. It's something you would do daily. Make sure you planned your day out so you got used to the flow of the game. Like evo this, go to the gold dungeon, go here, go do that. It's definitely sucked because after a while, especially if you've been playing, you definitely didn't care about it. It was probably already finished. They also didn't update it on when they updated region 12 and 13. So they, you know, I thought that they were going to do it, but they didn't. So they pretty much abandoned it. So now they have the Knights training, which will help new players. And now currently there's going to be something for us too, the current players. So hopefully it's something that it's kind of like the conquest board. I haven't said anything about it. I actually think the conquest board is really good. It allows you to sit there and just set up stuff and then go away, similar to what I think Brown Dust is kind of doing. Set up a bunch of stuff in advance and then go away. It's a really good system as far as when you just wanna, you know what you want, you just don't want to spend too much time doing it. So I'm interested to see if the Knight's training is going to be sending your knight over here to get some leveling. Would be useless because running the level up dungeons are nothing. So maybe to get something. I honestly don't know what the Knight's training is going to be, but hopefully it's something that you can add on to the daily. I know some people don't want any more daily stuff to do, but it helps me when I want to get more out of when I log on, because I just did all my daily missions literally within 20 minutes and before making this video, because I wanted to show stuff in my game, but I wanted to finish my thing. So I woke up, oh, it's like 30 minutes until the thing. Let me read the update and do my dailies real quick. Boom, I'm done. I don't have to play the game for the rest of the day if I don't want to, outside of running admin dungeons and stuff. So doing another daily thing wouldn't be too bad in my opinion. Next up is going to be Moreau's epic quest, and this is, if I'm not mistaken, going to be the first SSR epic quest. And on top of that, we're gonna have you know, they're gonna give you a free Moreau. Obviously, that's just usually how it goes. And yeah, so the first SSR epic quest, she is a predominantly AoE focused, multi-target focused character. I think her S1 is multi-target, her S3 is a full AoE, and her S2 is a multi-target as well. So it's going to be interesting to see. You know, they definitely chose a cracker. If they would have gave additional boosted stats to a single target nuker, it would have been a massacre. So it is nice that they decided to go with some type of character that's not particularly strong. Moreau is actually good though. She actually is a really good counter to Sid, but not that many people actually run Sid in Arena. But she stops people that have shields. She burns, she brands. Like she's not bad, but it's just, you know, she was kind of like, she was in the beginning cast of characters, and she was definitely 100% overlooked for that reason. There were just better characters at the moment, and the only time I've seen people use Moreau was to, oh, if you want to farm the Evo dungeon quicker, you know, she's a great AoE option, and that's not good. That's not what you want to be known for. So yeah, she's a good character, so I'm interested to see what they'll tweak onto her. And yeah, next up is going to be the plan to reuse the same SSR hero. This is where my first concern comes in, because not that their plan is bad. I don't want to make it sound like I think their plan is bad, but I don't understand the logic in which they got this information from. That's the only thing I don't get. Although Knights Chronicle skill enhancement is a growth factor that can give a strong sense of difference in the latter half of the growth, most players seem to prefer not to enhance the skill level even if they have duplicate heroes. Now, if you guys know me specifically, I have a specific system of doing that, and I'm actually going to go into the game to showcase what I'm talking about. Now here's a good example. Look how many Murdochs I've stacked up. Now Murdoch was not even a character that I would actually use. Like, he just became popular over like a couple updates ago. So I was just stacking them up, and I told myself, oh, once I get him a thing, once I get enough of him, I'll skill him up, or at least it's S2 at the time, and I'll use him. You know, so that's just Murdoch, right? I still have copies of Tyrion from her first initial event. I've never gotten another copy of her since then. Other characters, I'm still skilling up. Let me see your name, because every time, tell me your name so I don't say it wrong. Urza. I want to say Ezra. Ezra just sounds cooler to me. Screw you guys. All right, so boom. Same thing with Ashley. Just sitting here. Now the reason why I'm doing that is not because I don't want to skill them up. It's just that most of the time, especially banner characters or any character you get, you don't need to skill them up. You don't actually need to go for skill ups, in my opinion, obviously, because one, you guys, you know, the game does this, and what I'm saying they do this is that when they release a banner, all of a sudden you get benefits for skilling up. So if you get these characters randomly, like I got Karen in a random banner, I'm not gonna skill her up right now. There's no purpose of me doing it right now. I'd rather wait until I'll get 5-star Evo Mon out of it, or even crystals out of it. What's the purpose of me doing it right now? It doesn't boost, like, it doesn't make this, like, these characters are not like dramatically better. I mean, actually that's a lie. They are better when they're skilled up, but when you go from 1 to like here, that's not that big of a difference. Look, it went up 6. This portion went up by 4%. Like, it's not that big of a difference. When you max it out, yes. So like, for example, my Morrigan, I can max out her S3. Maxing out from here 60% to do that. Now all of a sudden 85%. The unable to revive is now 3 turns when it's maxed out. Decreases the skill cooldown by 3 if it fails. That's a dramatic difference of how good that character is. And I can actually finish it, but I'm still gonna wait until I can get crystals or something out of it. They're gonna put her back on a banner. That's just how they do it. So that's why I don't understand where they got that information from, because it even goes further as we go back to it. The development team found out that rather than enhancing the skills, some players are avoiding to acquire the same heroes because they have difficulties in experiencing the growth of those heroes. Now, I feel like this is, I don't understand again where they got this information from, because most people don't go out, they avoid acquiring the same hero because the only way you would do that is in a banner, and they have to save their crystals. There is no other way to get other heroes unless you're talking about an Advent hero, and I would say that most of us know, at least us current players, they know the importance of an Advent hero, the fact that they are a strong, you know, SSR character that can be max skilled easily. As you saw my Ezra, I'm max skilling her. My Christian is max skilled. I can max skill my, you know, all these characters. Like, I don't, like, that's the only character in which who is avoiding max skilling those characters, unless they just don't like them and they're just gonna use them for having fodder food. So I just don't know where they got that information from. I've never heard that. I've never seen that in a video. But in light of that, in the next update, the balance of about 5 heroes will be reorganized, and will give you more advantage when enhanced skill levels, so you will no longer feel disappointed when acquiring a dupe hero. Like, people would only feel disappointed if they were going out for one character. Like, if I'm on a banner and I'm like, I want this specific character, and I don't get that specific character, then yes, I will be disappointed. But the dupes are still good. I don't know many people that don't save their dupes. I never heard of that. I mean, I could see why people would do that. They're like, well, 4-star fodder, but it's like, no, you get 4-star fodder from the Evo dungeon. You get 5-star fodder out of the Evo dungeon. So why would you use a SSR unless you like if you had Moreau? We were just talking about Moreau. She was pretty much not considered good. Like, I have Rebecca right now, and I'm not using her. I'm about to use her for fodder, but I'm gonna use her as 6-star food fodder. Because I really haven't used her and don't think that they're going to invest in any more than the epic costume that they gave her, or a special costume, whatever the hell they call it. That's what else am I going to do with her? She's just taking up inventory space. I might as well use her to limit break somebody else. And it's not because her skill enhancement isn't good, it's because the character's doo-doo. The character is not that good. I mean, yes, they can reformat her, they can actually give her something else, but they already did that, and I don't want to spend money. So I didn't get this. And in addition, we decided to release, I kind of a little triggered. They had Luna in the codex for like so long, and a lot of people knew what it was. It's like pretty much a free skill enhance for any character that you want, and it's been in the game, in the files, I guess, but they never gave it to us, and it's taken them 9 months to do it. It just seems like they could have done this way earlier. It wouldn't have affected anything. If anything, it would have made the game more free to play friendly. Because you'll see that they will talk a little bit as I go further down, that you were going to be able to get this in the monthly. So people would have been acquiring Lunas throughout the month. They could have put it in like a shop, and you would have been able to acquire more, and you would have seen more people enjoying their characters because they would have been maxed out. But of course, it would have messed up the economy of people summoning on banners. So, you know, that's the reality of it. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. You know, that's the reason why they want you to pull on the banners and these repeat banners. If you have Luna, it almost eliminates the purpose of doing that, because you'll just stack your Lunas and then wait for a new character, or wait and just use your Lunas as they come into you and use it on your favorite character. You're not going to want to summon on banners for dupes anymore. That's just how that's going to work. So, you know, that's probably why they didn't want to do that. You know, let's be honest. So yeah. But yeah, I didn't understand like where that information comes from. If you guys can tell me in the comments, please, because I just don't get it. I don't get it. Now the second thing here is scary as hell. And the second thing is the development was fully aware of the importance of this part, but it was a little late as we were thinking of better ways to use it. We apologize for that. In the next update, you will be able to transform SSR heroes and acquire another SSR hero from the heroic windmill. However, to prevent the loss of interest in the game from consuming a lot of SSR heroes per day, you will be able to convert 2 times a day. Now, what this means is that you'll like I just said, I was gonna use Rebecca as 6-star fodder. Whoa! But now I can take my Rebecca and transform her into another SSR hero. Now, if you want to talk about something that's gonna cause disappointment, it's that. Unless you absolutely hate the hero, like you just despise that hero, to take an SSR and then hope it turns into something else is a little scary. There is a lot of SSRs. I think I almost counted that once they release, I think the next couple of them, they'll be at 100, like 100 characters. So you're taking one and you're transforming it. Now, they also should mention, if they don't, is that you'd have to hope that it doesn't transform into the same hero, because they have that stupid thing in the hero talents, which is very frustrating when you're doing a hero talent and then you level it up and it's like you were still 1-star. So I really hope that they did their due justice or due diligence to make sure that you can, when you transform a character, it does not transform into the same character. Like, it's not even possible to happen, because you will see angry people if I transform my Rebecca, and it's gonna cost, if you guys never been to the heroic windmill, it costs you resources to do it. So it's not like you just go there and it magically happens. You spend resources and you're hoping to get something different. So I don't actually know if the heroic windmill automatically cancels that out, but I hope that they make sure that it doesn't, specifically for this. Like, if it happened when I was transforming an SR hero, whatever, but SSR, yeah, don't want that to happen. Improvements in Rune Enhancement. We plan to improve the convenience features associated with the rune system in the long run. They just need to make it, and I think Epic 7 actually, the rune system is you just pay it. Pay it. You need other resources to do it, which kind of sucks. But in this game, you do too. You have to salvage runes to get enhanced stones. So you need a second resource to then level your stuff up, and then it could fail. And that, I have always hated that in every game. Just give me a fight. I don't care if I have 14 million gold in my account right now. I don't care how much it costs. I just want to finish the stupid thing and then say I'm done with it. Like, that's why I never push past, like, I think +9. I keep most of my runes +9. I rarely go +12, and I definitely don't go +15 unless I'm upgrading a rune to transform it. That's it. So yeah. To improve the convenience, a continuous enhancement system has been added. If you select the target enhancement value, the enhancement will automatically perform until the desired. This is in Summoner's War, but Summoner's War has that stupid system too. It's just annoying. It's just like when I go out to do something, I want it to happen. I want it to happen. Please continue giving suggestions. I just did, and I hope you guys watch this video. Just make it automatic that it upgrades automatically. I don't need RNG. RNG is what kills people from doing stuff in the first place. It's what makes people not want to summon, and that's, if you've noticed, I mean, you can't, summoning will always have RNG, but if you ever notice when people don't get a character because the RNG doesn't go in their favor, they just stop doing it. Same thing with runes. Now runes, it sucks because at least you got some character, you're like, I want to put this on this character, and it's like, well, now I can't because the rune won't upgrade. And then you're gonna feel it, and then it sucks when you go fail a mission. It's like, oh, well, guess what? You should go upgrade your runes. It's like, well, I tried, but it failed multiple times. So, yeah, fix that. Fix that. Improvement to the hero portrait. This one is like, I'll have to show this in game too, because my issue with this is like, oh, you know, we're gonna add names to the heroes on the portrait, which sounds nice. But also, could you guys, for the love of everything, right? Let me just show you guys in game. Now, this is sorted element light, right? Right. So we got 3 light characters and then a bunch of fire. Then water, then earth, wind, dark, and then light again. I don't like the fact that, I know why they put these up here, because I'm active, I'm using these characters, right? These characters are my most go-to characters, they're currently in stuff, but in a sorting system, I'm looking for the element light, and they should all come to the top regardless of where, who, what, where, and why. Because if I want to know where Cynthia is, I'm going to sort element fire. Or click Edwin by accident because he's like right here. But I'm going to do a completely different type of search. Element like searching should be really good. Like evolve makes sense because then all your 6 stars are going to be up here, and then you're going to go down and you're going to get to your 5 stars. That's good. That works. You know, my highest attacking character, you know, that works. Look, 8,000. Second one is 8,000. What is that? Only 2? Wow. Next one, 7,700. Like, okay, boom. I want to see who my highest attacking earth character is, you know, like stuff like that. So now I can look here. Highest attack wind is Elizabeth. Cool. Water, highest attacking water currently, because I've been messing around with their stuff, is Gray. Cool. Easy cakes. But when like if I'm looking for, like I'm doing like the boss dungeon, it's like, oh, let me find all my water characters. I just can't do that. I think that when you do heroes, I don't like, no one's ever done these 3 things: vendor, materials, put name. If you guys are gonna sort by name, put name, because I will, it would be so much easier for me to put name. I'm looking for Cynthia, I know her name starts with a C, and I'll be like, okay, she should be around here, and then it will show maybe the name here or something. That would be great. I would co-sign on that. Next up, they have that they're going to be adding Luna to the monthly attendance. I did tell you guys that. More packs are added, yay! All right, and then that's pretty much it. And they're just saying that, you know, more quality of life improvements. We are preparing various points to support the growth of your heroes, and I think that one big thing, and again, this is another concern, the big issue that is in the game is that the Advent dungeons are the coolest stuff, and I've mentioned this before, is that they need to make them better. That wasn't discussed in this entire thing, and it's a little bit concerning, because that is the content. Advent dungeons are the content. They honestly, if they were to release a brand new Advent dungeon every month, legit, and look how the Advent dungeon cycle a lot, so you don't even, like, if they introduce one like every month, that'd be so cool, and actually have different backgrounds in the Advent dungeon and a little bit of personality. The best personality Advent dungeons are like Britain, you're on a ship, you know, fighting the pirate captain, you know, that's cool, man. That was some cool stuff. Sid made sense because it was like you're fighting in the darkness of his mind, so, but then they use that same backdrop for like every single Advent. Even Lily, like, why is Lily in this weird backdrop? It doesn't make sense. She should be like in a shopping mall or something like that. Like, it just seemed like a little bit slight overlook. Tayo, maybe you should find him in a dojo where he's training or something like that. Like, something so small could have been huge. It could have been so, like, you know, kind of dope to have. I think Kali is not. I think Kali's in a thing. Is she in a dojo? I don't remember. But because I refuse to play that dungeon. But you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, that would have been a cool thing to see on each Advent dungeon. And yeah, even Arachnia. Why are you not in like a cave, a spider cave or something like that? You know, something like that. But and also just improving the lack of RNG. They've been doing a good job at that. I feel like the game, the dungeons are getting more technical and less silly. So I'll give them credit for that. But keep doing it. Advent heroes are really good, and they're really good for the game. They're good for arena because it gives people the ability to play into that. You guys might want to stop doing the Advent banner Advent banner tactic. We all know what it is. You might want to stop that. We know what that entails. You know, the banner hero is gonna do good on the thing, but that pushes people away because they always feel like they're out of crystals. But I guess, hey, maybe. Oh, maybe if you can take your old hero and you can windmill transform it into the brand new hero, which I doubt they'll do because usually there's a time frame breakage. Usually they'll say that the windmill, this is not characters added once they probably leave, like how they go into the free summon. It'll probably be something like that too. But that would be interesting. You take I take my Rebecca and I get the brand new hero out of the windmill. That'd be interesting. Very unlikely to happen because, like I said, how many characters there are. But yeah. That's something new. And then, of course, you see the new Damien and the new Ashley, No Awakening. Funny enough, I have a 6 purple Damien because I was going to use him, but then I forgot some character came out. I was like, damn. So he looks pretty cool. And then you have Ashley, who is, it's like his same thing. He's got more shiny, got some more gold on him. Decided to spend all that. He's the leader of the Dark Knights and wanted to splash out real quick. And that's really it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think about this dev note. Like, I definitely, like I said, I spoke my concerns, of course. It's just, they have to be very careful, of course. You know, the game is in a delicate state. A lot of people had quit the game, and it's going to be hard to get people to come back into the game unless they see certain things. Like seeing Luna, it's either going to make some people happy or it's going to frustrate them. They're gonna be like, wait, why didn't they do that before? Like, why would I come back now? Luna is a good actual thing when you think about it, as far as people coming back into the game, that they can somewhat feel like they can catch up. They can get one of the newer heroes and then like stack up Luna and then smack them out, you know, get one thing. You only need 5 Lunas to max out a skill. So depending on the rate of which you get them, you actually might have more people with 666 characters over time. So it's a good step in the right direction, but as we all say, is it too late? Is it too late? So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.